Right, hello everyone. This is another, hopefully not non-dull video. What I have here is Transformers Generation 1's Getaway, who was a 1988 release for the Godmasters. I guess Target Masters were a thing of the past at this point. So he's like a dragster or something like that, but his is got his little Power Master partner Rev. The name Rev would again be used in the Transformers 2001 Robots in Disguise when a little spy changer would be called Rev, but that's R.E.V. Rev, not like this one. So they plug in, they're basically an energy source. Now, the unfortunate thing here I should address just before I get started is the amount of yellowing that's occurred, but obviously that's not my fault because it's just age. But, you know, it happens. The Ratchet figure I got is completely yellowed. Just put them on. So, in Master Force, I mean, I know I keep talking about Master Force on my channel, but he was called Lightfoot. Well, actually, the Godmaster, as they called him in Japan, was called Lightfoot. I think he was a French race car driver. You know, his father made this car or whatever, but anyway, long story short, let's get down to transforming this fella. So let's remember how to do this. Wait a minute, no. I mean, that's the same kind of, you have to rotate his chest, kind of like Joyride. So that you can just hear that plugging into place right there. Yeah, put them in first. This spring-loaded head. Push these feet. Oh, no, that way. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately that is a bit yellowed, but maybe again it's not my fault. It's just age. So, and the gun just sits on top there. I've said many times that right about the third year of Transformers is when the whole Robots in Disguise motif sort of just wore off. They're instead walking around being gigantic city dinosaurs and God knows what, giant mist-coloured crocodiles and giant bats kind of thing. Where else do you see a dragster with a gun on it and a human on the bonnet, unless he's running him over? Yeah, that's pretty cool, but I mean, the bonnet is, yeah, unfortunately it's a bit yellowed, but like I say, it's just the way it goes, unfortunately. And you can just see, I don't know if you can see right there, 1987, but it was a 1988 toy, along with the Pretenders. Pretenders, I mean, I don't really understand the concept of that. If you're a Decepticon, I understand it. You want to be like a giant gargoyle or something, but as an Autobot, you can't pretend to be a 40-foot human. Now I've screwed this one up. Oh, you know what? I have screwed this up. It was going so well, wasn't it? There you go. That always makes me cringe. That snap. There you go. His head just comes up right there. Obviously, got to do that. Otherwise, his legs won't rotate. There we go. Probably the most difficult bit I know I'm going to have trouble with is trying to get his hands out again. I mean, that's pretty good bending on his elbow. I mean, they've taken some initiative to make him a bit more flexible. I knew I wasn't going to get his hands out. Don't try this at home, kids. There we go. I don't try that at home. There we go. Mission successful. So like I was saying, he's actually got elbows, which is very rare for a Transformers figure. I think, best to my knowledge, only Galvatron is the most articulate figure out there. He's got knees and elbows and the whole board, you know. But Getaway got his merit badge, I guess. Now, see, there is some yellowing like that. Like I said, it just the way it goes, and Rev just fits there. I mean, over the course of time, I mean, the spring does wear out. I think on my Joyride figure, just looking up that, he just refuses to stay on his bonnet. The figure just refuses to stay on his bonnet. But hey ho, it's almost 40 years old. Let's see I mean, Lightfoot in Master Force had a completely different head. Not too different, but obviously you can suss him out. If you know this page, or if you know this channel, I've waffled on endlessly about Master Force, and I think I've recently put, depending on which video I upload first, there are Seacons on here which I completely adore. Especially got names like Tentakill and King Poseidon to their names. So if you haven't checked out Master Force yet, highly recommended. Out of the 3 Takara series, Headmasters, if you don't like Daniel or Willie, just avoid that. Master Force is all about Pretenders and Power Masters, although they were called Godmasters in Master Force. And it's clearly Optimus Prime, but it's called Jinrai. Long story for that. And Victory, which is almost exclusively Japanese. Some run off from Master Force, and it's actually got an appearance by Wheeljack and Perceptor and Minerva. But as for this one, you were looking at 1988's Getaway, released for Titan's Return as Breakaway. No, we haven't tasted it. It's not chocolate. Don't try it. And it's a pretty awesome looking figure. So if you're not asleep by now, hit that like button, like and subscribe, and there'll be plenty more videos. Well, I know there will be. So thank you for watching again, and be hokey till all are one.